Hello and welcome to me answering questions y'all have about me going to college, moving out of state, etc., etc.
That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot.
The first question is, what is SCAD? SCAD stands for Savannah College of Art and Design. It is a design school that's located in Savannah, Atlanta, and Lacoste, France. What is my major? I'm an acting major with a minor in casting and producing for film and television. What is your favorite thing about SCAD? I adore my professors. I adore all the resources we have here. We are one of the only universities with an in-house casting office, which is so cool. All of my professors are the absolute best in the universe. Yeah, I love SCAD. What is your favorite SCAD event? I love Film Fest. It's a week of screening films and panels with the directors, the actors, the producers, the below-the-line workers. It is phenomenal. It is the best thing ever. I had either a panel or a screening for every single movie that was Oscar nominated this year, so that was pretty cool. What are classes like at SCAD? So there we have 3 classes a quarter. Some people take 4. I do know people that have taken 4. They're 2.5 hours long, and they're twice a week. We get every Friday off, so you either have a Tuesday, Thursday class or a Monday, Wednesday class. Basically, our classes are pretty much all project-based. So you're just making big projects. I've taken a total of 2 tests since I've started at SCAD, and they were both open note. So, it's pretty cool. Are you a freshman or a sophomore? All of the above. Okay, I'm a sophomore by credits. I became a sophomore after the end of my first quarter. I did a lot of AP and dual credit classes in high school, but it's my first year here, so I'm technically a freshman sophomore. Rank all of your classes.
I'm separating my foundation classes and my acting classes because I don't really think you can compare the two.
4, I have Foundations of Story. This is my 5th college English class. SCAD only requires you to take 2, but this English class was apparently so special that they couldn't take 4 of the Englishes I already completed. So yeah, I find this class, I love English, and so the whole thing is we write a big story for the end project. But I find this class very frustrating because I've already taken 5 English classes, so a lot of this is review, and so I'm sitting there going, oh my god. We're going over stuff that I learned in the 6th grade. And I'm so frustrated, and then kids are raising their hands, asking questions, and I'm like, how do you not already know this? I have to remember to have a little bit of grace, but yeah, I'm just really frustrated in it, but it's fun. I love all of these classes. Number 3 is definitely, I'm gonna say Design 1. Yeah, okay, so Design 1, although I walked away with Design 1 is basically just elements and organization, so you're learning how to create art to begin with. I'm not as proud of my work in Design 1, but I did have fun. I had the most amazing professor, so, I still loved it. And at number 2, I definitely have to put my Digicom. So part of SCAD's tuition is that we get access to all the Adobe platforms, and this class is basically teaching you how to work Adobe, and you get Adobe certified. I have cried in this class. Adobe is hard. I told myself I would edit this video on Premiere Pro, but I don't know if that's going to happen. We're working on it in class right now, so I feel like it would be great to have extra help. But yeah, Adobe is really hard, but I'm very proud of the stuff I've made. I made a brand template, and that looks so good. So yeah, and then number 1 is definitely Design 2. So Design 2 is 3D design, and so I made a wire portrait of my dog. I made a cardboard replica of a clock. I made a quilt, and then I also made a clay sculpture, which is probably my worst thing I made, but I had a lot of fun and I learned a lot, and I was really proud of what I was able to accomplish in that class. For my acting classes, at number 6 we have improv. I hate improv. I am required to take it though. Did I learn a lot about myself and the fact that I am insecure? Yes. Do I ever want to take that class again? No. At number 5, I have acting for the camera. I'm in acting for the camera right now. I've been professionally training in camera acting since I was 15, so I'm kind of I'm not really gaining a lot of like new stuff about camera work specifically, so it's kind of frustrating to me. But I am glad I'm taking this class with this professor because he is very good at what he does. At number 3, I have musical theater dance. I haven't ever danced before this. Like, I think I danced once when I was like 5, 6. So it was very daunting to come into this. And my teacher has been on Broadway, so that was like, oh, yeah, terrifying. But she was so precious. My teacher was the best. Like, it was fun, it was challenging. Be okay with not being good. And so, yeah, I did kind of learn a lot. And number 2, I have vocal training for the actor. My teacher was phenomenal. We really worked on articulation and basically the fundamentals of like how to be heard at all times. So yeah, that class was great, and we worked on a really great monologue for me. And then at number 1, I have Methods of Truth in Acting. I also had a phenomenal teacher. I cannot wait to have her again. Because the thing about SCAD is you will have to repeat professors. And she's definitely one that I'm like, oh, I will take another class with her. She is phenomenal and so sweet, and she helped me with my audition for young Elle and the Elle prequel that they're making, and she helped me with that. She's so precious and so talented, and I'm so glad I had her my first quarter. Favorite piece of art that I've made. Um, okay, my mom's from Marshall, Texas, and I remade the Marshall, Texas flag, and I'm really proud of that one. I'm also really proud of the wire sculpture I did, my cardboard project, and then my Digicom. I'm really proud of my presentation slides that I made for my visual brand identity. How did you find roommates? So I put out a thing on my Instagram and I was like, hey, I need a roommate. And this girl DM'd me, and I love her so much. And she said, hey, I have a roommate, but I need a suite mate. So at SCAD, you have 3 roommates plus yourself. So we have 4 in total, so 2 to a room. And so she was like, I just need a suite mate. And I was like, okay, great, I will be your suite mate. And then I just have to find my roommate. And then no bites. So then I swear I DM'd over 100 people being like, hey, do you have a roommate? This is who I am. Do you want to talk? And I talked with a couple people, and there were some great people that I could have roomed with. But when I started talking to my roommate, like, we clicked. And it's been the best arrangement ever. So I'm really glad I ended up being with her. But then in July, the original girl, her roommate ended up dropping. So then we got assigned to a random roommate. And originally my mom told me that, oh, just do a random roommate because, like, they can see everything. I would definitely not recommend doing a random roommate. Just because we have had a little bit of conflict, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that they literally just saw where our random roommate was from and their major, and then was like, oh, someone else in the room is from where they're from and has the same major, and so they threw her in, even though we have very different schedules, very different cleaning styles. It has caused a lot of conflict, so I definitely wouldn't recommend, like, SCAD just throws people kind of places for housing sometimes if it's randomized, which is understandable because there is a lot of students. But yeah, I would definitely try to seek out a roommate before choosing random. Where is your decor from? That SCAD thing is from Hobby Lobby. Is it from Hobby Lobby or is it from Michael's? The bow is from Love Shack Fancy X Pottery Bar, and my bedding is from Love Shack Fancy. That puzzled my mom and I found at Barnes & Noble. The Texas thing is from Urban Outfitters. So yeah, a lot of my stuff is from the Pottery Barn Love Shack Fancy collection. What should I bring to college? Okay, definitely Eco Dryer Sheets. They look like this, but basically it's a way, like, I haven't run out of this box, and there's 50 sheets. I highly recommend them. A mattress pad. I love my pregnancy pillow, a Brita filter, a Keurig because I can't go without coffee, and then I've got this cute little reading light by my desk. I definitely recommend that. Where did I move from? I moved from Dallas, Texas to Savannah, Georgia. Would you recommend SCAD? 100%. I have learned so much, and I'm so much better actor because of the training that I've gotten here, and I would definitely recommend it. Are you staying in Savannah after you graduate? Right now the plan is for me to move to Atlanta after I graduate. I know a lot of actors, they do like a day job to get by, but I really personally, I want to work for a casting office because I love casting. What happened to your food reviews? Okay, so I used to post food reviews. That's probably like the thing that SCAD gets the most flack for. Our food was really bad. Y'all, I went to a Title I public school. the food at my Title I public school is better than the food here, and I paid $5 a meal. No, I paid $5 for the adults. I paid $2 a meal. Two. Yeah. So it's not fun to do food reviews when you're constantly crying over food. Every single person in my dorm has cried over food. Yeah, it sucks. And I guess I understand, like, it's hard to serve lots of people at the same time, but it's not fun when all that's out there that you can really eat is rice. I think the thing that's hard is that it's a buffet style, and so, like, yeah, you have a bunch of choices, but then, like, nothing looks good. That's why they stopped. I definitely will say, if you're coming to SCAD next year, know where the good dining halls are. The 3 best dining halls are Carnival, Victory, and the Chatham Dining Hall. It sucks to take a bus there. Take a bus, walk, I don't know, just get over there and use your meal credits there if you can. We used to do that like once a week in my dorm to use up our meal credits. And the Hive isn't all bad. Like, they have some really good they have really good breakfast. So that's always something I look forward to. That is their Hive breakfast. But yeah. SCAD, if you're watching this, contact Birdville ISD in North Texas and figure out how their food is so good. Because they're doing it on a budget. They're balling on a budget down there. Are you out of school for the summer? No. I have one more week left of classes, and then I'm doing summer school, so classes end on the 29th of May, and I start my summer classes on June 2nd, so yeah. What's different about your dorm? Okay, we have a little bit more space in my room because my bed is against where our dressers were, and then my roommate's bed is staying where it is. We moved it around so that we have more of an open space, and I highly recommend doing it. Literally, like, play with the floor plan, do whatever you gotta do, because it makes our room feel a little bit brighter and has a lot more space to it. How close am I to Atlanta? I am 3 hours from Atlanta. I took a shuttle to Atlanta for SCAD TV Fest. Yeah, I'm not close to Atlanta. Do I work at the library here? No. There hasn't been any openings for library positions. Okay, I have to explain this to the people that don't know me. When I was in high school, I used to work, I used to volunteer, I can't even say work, at my library. I would make book displays for my librarian, and I would help check people in at the front desk, and I loved it. Like, I did it during my lunch breaks. But yeah, I'm not doing it here because there isn't an opening. How do I pick out outfits for class? Based on, like, the movement I have to do in classes, I pick based off of that. Like, I'll probably start with, like, a shorts or jeans if I'm going to, like, a high movement class, like my acting class, or if I have to walk far. My favorite memory, I have a lot of them. Oh my gosh, last Saturday, though, we went night swimming at Tybee Island. We're about 30 minutes from Tybee Island, and that was great. Am I in any clubs? No, but I'm going to be in them next year. I told myself I'm joining at least 2 clubs. I just need to, like, all of our clubs have to start at 8 o'clock because we have 2 late time classes, which are 5 to 7:30 and 8 to 10. So I don't know. I just need to really prioritize getting to those clubs. It's just hard because 8 o'clock is when I want to get in bed. What's the schedule for next quarter? Voiceover for game and animation design, art and audition, stage to screen, and then color theory. Have I met Paula? Yes, by accident. She was in Hurstan Hall passing out these little notebooks and macaroons, and I came up to her. She said she liked my jacket. I didn't know it was her. And so I was like, oh, okay. Then as I walked away, I was like, was that the Paula Wallace, the founder of my school? It was. Anyway, what do you wish you knew at the start of freshman year? That is gonna be okay. This year was, like, flown by in, like, a great way, so everything was okay at the end, so yeah. Comment if you have any more questions. I'll definitely try to answer them in the comments. Thank y'all so much for watching. Bye!
That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot.